The water is a murky shroud, visibility almost zero. We're deep inside an underwater tunnel, the rock walls pressing in. My partner and I move with slow, deliberate kicks, every motion conserved. We're not just exploring, we're trying to survive. A collapse behind us has sealed our only way out. Now, there's only forward. I glance at my pressure gauge. The needle is deep in the red. 5 minutes of air left. Panic is a luxury we can't afford. There's no shouting, no frantic gestures, just the sound of our own strained breathing echoing in our ears. My light beam cuts through the gloom and lands on a narrow slit in the rock ahead. It's a sliver, barely a crack. The current pushes against us, a constant, invisible force, trying to hold us back. Retreat is impossible. We hover, suspended in the cold, silent water. A quick exchange of glances. We check each other's gauges, a grim confirmation of our shared predicament. My partner signals with a firm decisive gaze steward. The slit is our only way through. It looks impossibly small. There's no way we're getting through with our gear on. The decision is made without a word. We begin the delicate process of stripping off our side-mounted tanks, all while keeping the regulators firmly in our mouths. We can't risk losing our only source of air. A short tether line connects the tanks to our harnesses. They'll have to drag behind us. The slightest movement stirs up the silt on the tunnel floor, and our already limited visibility drops to nothing. We're moving blind. I go first. I push myself toward the opening, feeling my way. My shoulders wedge against the sharp rock edges. I have to make myself smaller, exhaling slowly to compress my chest, fighting the instinct to take a deep breath. I angle my body, twisting and forcing myself through the tight passage. I feel the tank drag behind me, the tether line pulling taut. My fin snags on a jagged piece of rock. For a heart-stopping moment, I'm stuck. A short, forceful kick breaks me free. I check my gauge again. 4 minutes. Now, it's her turn. She follows with a calm precision that defies the situation. Her light beam dances across the rock, revealing fresh cracks in the stone above us. A low rumble vibrates through the water, a terrifying groan from the overhead rock. She freezes, waiting for the cave to settle. The seconds tick by. Only when the vibration stops does she move forward again. We regroup on the other side, in a tiny pocket of space, barely wider than our bodies. We're shoulder to shoulder, the rock pressing against our backs. Another gauge check, just over 3 minutes. The view ahead is a vertical nightmare. A chimney choked with debris, broken timbers from old support structures floating like ghosts near the top. We have to go up. Ascending slowly is key. Any sudden movement will stir the debris, creating a blinding, impassable cloud. I lead the way, my light probing the darkness above. The passage narrows into a jagged funnel. I push against the wall with my hand and feel something give a slight shift in the rock. It's a fault line, a point of weakness. I signal to my partner. I need to make an impact. I brace one hand against the opposite wall for leverage. With my yotter, I grip my heavy cutting tool and strike the weak point. The impact sends a vibration through my arm and a spider web of cracks across the rock face. A small fragment breaks away. Water rushes through the new gap, a sign of an open chamber beyond. But it's not big enough. I strike again. Another fracture. The gap widens. Time is screaming at us now. Under 3 minutes. It's just wide enough. I squeeze through the opening, the rock scraping against my suit. I'm through. The chamber beyond has a surface. I kick upward and break through the water. Air. It's a small pocket. The air stale and thin, but it's breathable. I pull my regulator from my mouth to conserve what little I have left, taking short, shallow breaths of the pocket air. I tap on the rock wall, a simple signal to guide my partner through the murky water below. She emerges a moment later, surfacing beside me. We're both breathing in short, controlled gasps. A final check of our tanks confirms our fears. Maybe 1 minute of air left. This small pocket of stale air won't sustain us for long. The low oxygen and high carbon dioxide are already making us feel light. We scan the chamber with our headlamps. A faint draft ripples the water's surface. It's a sign of a dry passage, of airflow. of a connection to the outside world. We slip off our fins and haul ourselves onto a slanted rock slab, water streaming from our suits. Our headlamps reveal a crawl space leading away from the water. It's tight, but it's a path. The air in the pocket is getting thicker, forcing us to move. We crawl on our hands and knees, keeping low to the ground where the better air settles. The passage twists, then starts to climb. We emerge into a larger cavity, and this time the airflow is undeniable. It's fresh, moving along the ceiling, pulling us forward. We've found the way out. We follow the current of air, the floor sloping steadily upward. Loose stones shift under our feet, but our pace is steady, efficient. No wasted motion. The oppressive darkness begins to fade, replaced by a faint, natural light filtering in from a crack far above. We've reached a narrow chimney that leads directly to the surface. Rainwater drips down the wet, slippery rock, making the climb treacherous. We move with deliberate control, our hands searching for stable grips, our feet finding purchase on small ledges. With every meter we climb, the light grows brighter. Our breathing evens out, the desperate gasps replaced by steady, full breaths of clean, fresh air. With one final push, we pull ourselves through the opening and onto solid ground. We're surrounded by the green canopy of a forest. Late afternoon sun filters through the leaves. We tear off our masks, taking in lungfuls of air, the sweetest we be ever tasted. We collapse onto the forest floor, our bodies shaking with exhaustion and adrenaline. There's no celebration, no shouts of joy, just a moment of silent, profound relief. The prolonged stress of survival slowly recedes. After a moment, we stand. We assess our surroundings, our operational minds taking over once more. We need to find our support team. We determine our direction and, without another word, begin walking through the dense undergrowth. Our movements are firm, our focus clear. We survived. Now, it's time to get home. Thanks for watching this incredible story of survival. If you're fascinated by the limits of human endurance, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more content. Stay safe out there.